How y'all doing today? Today I'm gonna be showing you how I make homemade moss bowls. First, got a 1-inch piece of PVC, some garden twine, and some cocoa fiber. Got a big old box. We've been using this for a while. You know, these things are expensive, so figure if you can save some money and make them yourself, there's a way you can do it. Now we've tried different ways. We've had some where we use the plastic chicken wire and put sphagnum in that. We've done it that way as well, but I prefer this way. It's more solid. Alright, so to start out, I always leave a little gap at the end where it's going to go down into the soil, because it seems like if this string stays moist too much down in the soil, if it's constantly down in the soil, it can deteriorate, so I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, so here's one I just did. You can see how I leave that little gap at the end. I feel like that helps, you know what I mean? And then you can sit it in there down in the soil and it's flush where it's actually starting. So let's see. So first, I'm going to take some, leave that little gap, just wrap it around. This is kind of an imperfect science. I'm still learning how I like to do it. Probably made 10 like this, so still learning, always evolving. So I try to get it spaced out good, and don't worry about it being too fluffy. We're going to tie it real tight. Alright. Getting it started. It's always the hard part. It likes to slide around, so I take the garden twine and I try to leave that little gap at the bottom. I like to tie it nice and tight. You know, I was a Boy Scout, but I still suck at tying a knot, so I should have listened a little better to my Scoutmaster, but what can you do? You tie a decent enough knot. So try to get that first knot tight. If not, over time it's going to let go. Alright, so I got it started at the bottom. Let's see that string, so I'm going to keep doing that. Got to get ahead of myself and space this cocoa fiber out. And I like to just twirl it. Like I said, getting it started is the hardest. Stuff likes to slide around, so let's see. Get some more of this stuff. And the trick is really just trying to space it out so this stuff has full coverage. And I'm going to come back and tie another knot. I'm going to do another strand after I do this first one, just to get it nice and tight. But I do like to get it nice and wrapped around even, just so it all looks the same. Alright, let's tie it. And it seems for me, twirling it, just holding the string stationary and spinning the pole itself, it's the best way that I've found. This is much easier with 2 people, it really is, but my girlfriend's at work and I'm bored, so hopefully inform y'all, give you a little more information. This is how I learned how to do this, and other ways is from other people on videos, so who knows. Hopefully somebody finds this helpful. If you do, leave a comment, like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. It is really muggy out here today. I just did an oil change and radiator flush, so excuse me if I'm not looking that well together. You know, this is not going to be one of them plant videos where there's a makeup tutorial at the end. Sorry guys, it's just not how we roll around here. But hopefully we can give you some information, help you save some money, make your own moss bowl. keep twirling, 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 twirling. Twirl, 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 twirl. Twirl. Today I like to tuck some in the top, just to keep it nice and tight. Honestly, that's the part I have the most trouble with, is keeping that top nice and tight. Keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting. Got too much. Take his head off. Alright. Now I don't have enough. There just ain't no winning, is there? Sometimes there just ain't no winning. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm gonna take the string, cut it, tie my first knot around there, around the top, nice and tight. Knot, another knot, just tie some knots in there. Alright, so that's a start. See, got a couple gaps so you can see the PVC through it, but pretty much it's pretty symmetrical. Pretty good coverage. Still a little loosey-goosey. Still not as tight as I want. See, that one's a little tighter. So I'm going to run another string around it and just tighten it up some. And this is what I do to get that top a little tighter. Try to go over it, around, and around, spin, back over it that way. Try to tighten that top up a little bit. Alright, now, spin, spin. It's a lot easier the second time once you get it started. Everything's in place. The first time it kind of wants to move on you. Once it's already there, much quicker. Just spinning and finding little humps on the side that I want to tighten up and bring in a little bit. Just give it a little better look. Spin, spin, spin. Almost there. And all this stuff, other than PVC, I got from Home Depot, but this coco fiber, Amazon. This garden twine, Amazon. Now I'm going to show you what I do with the moss pole. I have a Monstera, a variegated Monstera Lectriana. Got a couple months ago. It's going to have fenestrations in it at some point, but it only had 2 or 3 leaves when I got it, so it's looking real good. And I've seen that they mature best when they're climbing. So I want to put this, I want to repot it and put it on a pole. So I'll show you that. Got these pots from Amazon too. We really like the clear ones, so you can see what's going on. So this up here. Hopefully y'all can see this. If not, oh well. Hopefully you can hear me, because I do have the tendency to mumble. So sorry. Need to enunciate. Speak up. Speak up, Chris. I'm cough. I got a little straggler. That's gonna go in there. Gotta try to find the back. See where that new one's coming out. So I'm gonna wanna have it like that. And I don't even know that I'm gonna tie it yet. I'm just gonna have it ready. I think when the next one comes out, I'll tie it up, have it start growing into that. And honestly, this is a little bigger pot, a lot bigger pot than I need for this. But I'm cognizant of that, and we're not gonna water it as much. I'm gonna let it grow in there, but it really needs a moss pole, I think, to really mature and do what I want it to do. A little more. I don't want it too tight around the roots, the soil. I don't want it compressed too much, but I do want the moss pole in there nice and firm. I don't want it moving around. I want it nice and stable. So this plant has something to latch onto. So I pack a little more, and I try to put more of the bark and substantial stuff around that pole. Just try to really get it to stay in place. Alright, yeah, check it out. Homemade moss pole, Monstera Letriana. Ain't she beautiful? Ain't she pretty? Like I said, when it gets a little bit, I think when the next leaf comes out, because sometimes when you try to tie it up, it'll restrict when the leaf comes out. So I want to see where the next leaf is coming from, and then attach it, let it start growing up, and that's where the magic happens. Thank you all for watching. Hit that subscribe button, please.